Good. All right, now we're recording. All right, so everyone, if you can grab a spot and then we will. Oh, Sammy, I lost my clicking capabilities.
Telling you?
No. No, you're. There we go. All right, so if you all can stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. You will do that first. Ready? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, so we're going to welcome our visitors and guests. Do we have any other visiting Rotarians tonight? All right, we have Nancy Schmidt and Eva Marie Russell, Bud Camus, Mark Jolivet, and Kathy Moore. They are all hosting our wonderful people from the Philippines. Is there any virtual guests?
Yeah, Megan.
Megan Hackner, awesome. If you're coming up to make an announcement, which every committee leader will tonight, please stand in front of this little owl so we can hear you talk. First up, we're going to introduce all of the RFE Philippines team members. So like I said, I went on this trip in May, and part of the exchange is that they come here. So for the next 5 days, they're going to experience lacrosse. We have a busy schedule. We're going to do a lot of like the usual tour things of lacrosse. And then they're also going to experience their first Oktoberfest, which will be a great time. So if there's any tips for them on that, please share, because I'm going to be really tired this Sunday. Wear comfortable shoes, some walking, lots of cheering, lots of beer, lots of seeing people do crazy things, lots of standing, lots of bras. Anything else? Lots of fun. It's gonna be 77, so I feel like the weather is perfect this week, and you will get some fall-like weather.
Dancing.
Lots of dancing, polkas.
Like that.
All right, so I'm gonna introduce Pip to come up to the front, and he will introduce all of the Rotary Friendship Exchange team members.
Okay. Thank you very much, Stephanie. Good evening, everyone. We're from the District 3850, which is composed of people from Western Visayas and Western Mindanao. So there are 10 of us tonight, and I'll just introduce them one by one. So first, I'm going to tell about myself. I'm Pip. I'm a urologist by profession. I'm a urologic surgeon. I'll be the district governor for 2025, 2026. I also have a small business. I have a coffee shop and a lighting business. And I have a 17-year-old who's attending grade 12. This is my third RFE. First was in India, the second was in Oregon, and this is my third. I have happy memories of it and doing some more here in Wisconsin. Our next member is our immediate past district governor, Mate Espina. She's from the Rotary Club of Bacolod. She's a journalist.
Bacolod Central.
Bacolod Central. And maybe you can tell something about yourself, just a few seconds.
So I'm a vet. I was the district governor last year. So it's actually just several months after my term. I'm the third female governor in our district, which is 91 years old. So that's something. I come from the Rotary Club of Bacolod Central, and this is also my third RFE exchange. The visit of Mark, Stephanie, and the rest of the Wisconsin District 6250 happened during my term as district governor. So I'd like to introduce now our district governor nominee, Carlo de la Cruz, the youngest, one of the youngest governors we will ever have.
Hi, good evening. I'm Carlo. I'm from the Rotary Club of Metro Bacolod. I'm an architect by profession, at the same time an engineer. We have a small family business in HVAC. I'll be serving the district in the year 2026-2027. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Carlo. Over there in red is past President Maricar Octaviano. She's a broker. She used to sell Ford cars, but now she's into brokerage, no? And she's from the Rotary Club of Bacolod East. Our next member is from the South, Rotarian Jervil Umaga. She's from the Rotary Club of Zamboanga, and she's into
BPO.
BPO, no?
Business process.
Business process or outsourcing. And our next member is past President Lulu. She's a businesswoman. She's into preschool. She's running a preschool, but her family owns a sugar plantation, which supplies around 60% of the sugar in the Philippines, and probably the sugar that you probably has. Yeah, and another one is past President Jack. He's from the Rotary Club of Kabakalan, and he also owns a school. Yeah, he's president and owner of the school, and
Grew up here.
yeah, he grew up here in Chicago. He was here for 20 years and is quite familiar with the place. And our two architects are President Rolem of Bacolod Central and Architect Robert, past president, also from Bacolod Central. And did I miss anybody? Oh, and another one from the South, the past president Sandy Pranza. She's single. But she's a jeweler by profession. And yeah, she has she distributes jewelries, particularly pearls. And so we're the RFP team from District 3850, and we're excited for the next few days that we're here in La Crosse. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, so now that you've met them, you get to learn a little bit more. They kind of start out at different tables. You're gonna do our meet our members and our friend members from the RFEs. So tonight's question, what is your favorite food or dish, and explain how to make it or what it is? So I kind of want to know what they eat here that they haven't had, what they like over there. So I feel it's a good cultural cuisine question, and I love food questions. So have a few minutes to get to know your table.
What's how do you want really sad. Are you taking a plate? No, it's. Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
We've never had, you know, Thanksgiving dinner, some sort of stuff. We are usually all of it.
Okay, so coming over to Mark for dinner. My sister giving dinner for there for everyone. I give you a lot of ideas.
Cranberry staff, we supply the nation with most of that.
Yep.
A little bit sour, but usually the way it's served. Both.
For some reason, like, they say it. They finally got to feel like. What? But.
I'm not crazy. Yeah. Wait, I like these. You guys don't have those, right? We have the biggest cranberry.
Don't have those.
Like the biggest cranberry logs.
Yeah.
Gives everyone a couple, and then they all. I'm gonna do that tonight when I get back.
So I grew up in a house.
But I have a 11-month baby, so I don't think I would keep like 6 months.
Go back.
What did I like blue mango. Like all the, like, they're fresh than here. Avocado.
And we're dipping. I'm gonna say, oh, I love that. Oh, yeah. And I always love sticky rice.
Right, yeah.
There you go, sticky rice.
Okay. Yes. Okay, we're gonna go back. I'm gonna call us people just to get a quick where you are with what they want to eat here or there. How about Aaron Miller? What did you learn at your table?
Chicken adobo.
Chicken adobo.
Chicken adobo.
How about Laura's table? You just ate.
So Mark's cooking Thanksgiving for them tomorrow, and they're very excited about that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna do an authentic Thanksgiving. Well, they're doing Thanksgiving meal tomorrow as their welcome dinner, and then they'll get brats and everything all throughout the week. So change it up.
And cranberry.
And cranberry, yes. How about Kathy Millard's table? What did you learn of what you like or they like?
Well, I learned what they like to drink, what they don't like.
What do they like to drink and don't like?
Not wine.
No wine? They don't have wine. Just you? Okay. There you go. Awesome. I think I liked the chicken. There's a couple things I ate that were chicken, lots of fish. But, all right, so we're gonna keep moving on. So just now our one thing for this month, our Rotary After Hours member of the month was Laura Lee. So we picked out of the magic hat. And, Laura's been in Rotary for 12.5 years. And what's your something you don't know about me? I'm a little OCD about things that are even, straight, symmetrical. That's very true for Laura. All right, so since we're gonna be in the next month, I'm gonna have someone draw a new member of the month. Shake them off. Take a card. Take a good one. What do you got?
Amy.
Amy Smith. All right, so Amy, I'll email you and learn all about you for the next month. All right, so we're gonna start our announcements really quickly and then get into our committee club assembly. Thank you for everyone who came to Mini Masters last week. We had our event, the weather was not so good all day. I was anxious all day long because we had lots of storms coming and going. Thank you to all who attended. We did raise $5,000, even with having half of the team. So that will all go to our youth exchange program for next year. I feel like this picture kind of sums it up. We all look very, very wet because of downpour rain at the end when we were cleaning up, but it was a really good time. So thank you to everyone. Jason who helped, Marissa, Laura, my little speaker, Ashley, everyone that was a part that night really, really helped. Bill talked about this. There's still spots available for the Mexico trip in February to visit the water project. I believe some of us are interested in going. It'll be me and Alicia and Brad and Allison so far, so it'll be a really fun time. We also need spots for Oktoberfest bartending. You could join Eileen, it looks so cool and have so much fun. Some of my Rotary Friendship Exchange are gonna be helping, but we do have the 5 to 8 o'clock shift that we need spots. Where's Jenny? So with this fundraiser, we do earn money that we can give back to a local project, so it is important that we have club members sign up. So see Jenny if you need more information, she has a sign up sheet going around. Pickleball for polio, Marissa and Eva Marie. In the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
Do you wanna come back?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll get to the foundation. Okay, so we'll just start our program. So, this year the theme is the magic of Rotary and I turned it into the magic of lacrosse. So tonight for our guests, we're gonna talk all about the magic of our club, Rotary After Hours. We have several committees that are gonna come up and talk about what they do, how they do our projects, what they do during the year, how we get members involved. So hopefully you'll learn a lot about our club tonight. Program Social Committee, that's me. So I've been doing this for 11 years. I love doing socials and event planning. We've had a lot of awesome socials over the years. Our Pints for Polio, we did Oktoberfest bartending, Friendsgiving. We met and did a New Year's party. Just sometimes we even get just together to have dinner and drinks. So there's always social opportunities every month if you're a member. For the programs, our president and then our committee helps to plan all the meetings. This year being president and the chair, I kind of planned out everything to do the theme of the magic of lacrosse. So everything this year will tie in some way to something in lacrosse and how we can learn and explore the city we live. Public Image Committee, Marissa, short and sweet.
All right, I'm speaking on behalf of Public Image, but Erin, Eileen, Sammy are all part of this team. I'm sure this is somebody else. Basically, our goal is to share the magic that we create in the club with the community. So we have a very active Facebook presence. If you don't follow us on Facebook, go follow us there. We've reached, I just looked the other day, we reached over 2,000 followers, which was really cool. We try to get news coverage at all our major events so that we can share the story with the community. And we've started to hire professional photographers to come and capture some of those moments so you don't have me bugging you to smile with my cell phone camera. We have been striving to send out monthly newsletters, so thank you for everybody that has helped contribute. If you like writing, please reach out. It's super simple. Sammy sends me a couple articles each month and we plop it in, and it really helps to tell the story internally and the guests that join our newsletter. And we also ordered new Rotary t-shirts. So every new member or every member that came to membership month and met their criteria got a new t-shirt. And we're also giving a new t-shirt to every new member that joins. So if you haven't gotten your t-shirt and you've joined since July 1st, come and see me.
Thank you. All right, membership committee, Nathan, you're up.
Okay, so one of the things we are doing that's new this year is we're trying to kind of recognize a member accomplishments and life events. So like each meeting we solicit like ideas, we put them on a slide for the next meeting. So you can write, I think on the tables maybe there's
First, index card.
yeah, index cards. So you can write like the idea is like, if you have something going on in your life, or you have a promotion at work, or anything really that you want the club to know about and brag about, you can just write that on a little slip and throw it in the hat, and we'll put it on the slide the next time. So these are our kudos kind of for today's meeting, which were submitted last time. So this gives you an idea of some of the kinds of things that, so it can be it's a huge gamut of things, right? It's not just one thing. So it's not, a lot of times it'll be personal events that happen in people's life. It doesn't have to be like work-related things. A lot of times people just think work-related, but Aaron Miller, that's amazing. 70 hours of hospice care, and you would never know that, right? Because we don't get to interact with every member all the time. So these are ways to kind of know more about the members. Just look at some of that. Aaron Miller volunteered over 70 hours for hospice care since January, using his guitar and listening skills. I think sometime we're gonna have to invite him to play his guitar. Great friendships have been made there. Laura Lee got her kids into a much closer daycare, so she doesn't have to drive 2 hours a day and can work from home in sweatpants. That's kind of amazing. And Neil is the other membership co-chair. He's not here today because he's off doing a backpacking trip, I think. But Neil and Pa celebrated their 1-year anniversary on August 26th. So that just shows kind of the gamut of things that we're looking for. And you can also, there's the link, you can submit the ideas online also, or use that QR code. Okay. New member mentor program. So this is one of the main things also that membership committee does. When a new member comes in, we pair you up with like an experienced member, and that experienced member just kind of like introduces you to some of the finer details of our club and the history of our club, and just like, it's just a resource for you, basically, right? So we're always looking for experienced members. We have a good group of people who are experienced, who are willing to share their knowledge. But if that's something that you would like to do, we would love to talk to you. I want to say that membership committee generally, I feel like it's kind of overlooked. You know, membership is kind of, it feels like kind of like an afterthought, but I honestly think that membership is like one of the most important committees, because if we don't have strong membership, we can't do anything else, right? So membership is super duper crucial. So I feel like it's the heart of Rotary and also the heart of After Hours. This is going really long, I'm sorry. So member recruitment, that's one of the things we do. This is just a general list of some of the things that we take on. Just general outreach, we welcome and introduce guests and visiting Rotarians. Generally in the past, we've had like a big membership event. Last year, we did a kind of banquet at the hatchery down by Riverside, and we invited a special speaker, and they came, and it was a cool event. And the idea is you invite a lot of people, like new people, to come, and we try to get them into Rotary that way. I already talked about the new member mentor program, and then we also do the new member orientation and the pinning. And then the other aspect is new member retention. So the member kudos that I mentioned, that's a new thing we're doing. One thing that I want to try to implement is like people who have just kind of disappeared. Sometimes that does happen, believe it or not. Why people disappeared, we're so wonderful, why would they? But I want to kind of reach out more regularly to people who kind of vanish, and just make sure and follow up with them and try to get them more engaged, and don't let them like disappear. So that's something that I'm looking at. Also looking at figuring out a way to send text or push reminders for upcoming club events. We do a really good job, Marissa mentioned, on our Facebook page, pushing the events out that way. And we also have like the newsletter and other avenues, but just like sending texts or push reminders out, that's something I'm also looking into. Periodic membership surveys, we've sent surveys out in the past. That might be something we look at doing again, like what can we do better as a club, right, to keep you engaged, to keep you involved. And then membership awards and recognition. This is also something I think we've done in the past, where we've awarded a member like for either attendance or bringing new members to the club. So I think those are the two like awards that we could easily give out in this committee, would be like, you know, best attendance, and also how many members have you personally invited as a guest to the club. So again, super quick, but again, I think that like, if you look at it in terms of like recruitment and retention, I feel like membership is a super important committee, often gets overlooked, but, yeah, so that's the membership. Yep.
I'm just gonna go to Jenny in service.
Okay, so service committee, I'm kind of new with the service committee, so bear with me here. What we try to do is we try to have, at least about 2 events a month. Sometimes we end up with 3 on busier months, sometimes there's a gap where we don't really have much, so. But our typical, we rotate through a lot of our typical annual events, things like mobile meals, Oktoberfest bartending, Monday meals, a lot of meals things. Bell ringing, Picks and Forest, trail cleanup. And then we also always have one larger event that's part of our matching grant. Which we vote on each year. And so like last year, 2023, 2024, it was the Northside Elementary School Greenhouse Project. This year it's Gear Up, helping college students with supplies, to get them through that first year of school. And Riverfest fencing is always a favorite as well. So those are like our regular ones, and because we want to kind of keep a nice variety and make sure that we're doing things that people are interested in, we did a survey recently to also help fill in some gaps. So we had, in the survey we did, how interested are people with the current ones that we do, and then also a whole bunch of new ideas. So for, oh, that's not my slide. I did the wrong button. Huh? Oh, is it the next one? Oh, one more. These are just more pictures of events. Okay. Got it. So for the service volunteer survey, what we're gonna be focusing on is some of the new service event ideas that scored higher during that survey. Probably try to get some special Olympics events, Habitat for Humanity builds scored high. I don't remember what else, place of grace meals, there's all those ones that are higher on that list, but it's really hard to read from here. We'll be trying to implement those and sort of fill in some of those gaps of some of the months that we have a little bit lower schedule. So that things are pretty even throughout the year. And we're doing things that people want to do. And that is it. I think I made my time.
You did good, yeah, just, before foundation, just with the service, if you ever have any ideas or, new ideas for Jenny, just let us know. We had, I think, what, 50 some ideas that we had for the survey, and it was a simple yes or no. But a lot of them we haven't done yet, so it's gonna be a really exciting year, and Jenny, you're doing a really good job with service and all of your data, so thanks to Jenny. Foundation, Marissa and her lovely dad Dean, who isn't here.
Yeah.
It'll go quick.
My dad just landed in Minneapolis, so he is not here because of that reason. I'm your interim co-foundation chair, so if anybody wants to take on a foundation committee, I'd be happy to walk along with you and help orientate more on the foundation committee. Just the mission of the Rotary Foundation, help Rotary members advance world understanding, goodwill, and peace by improving health, providing quality education, improving the environment, and alleviating poverty. So our foundation giving is really pretty remarkable. 66% of our club members are Rotary donors. Of those, 10 are Paul Harris Fellow recipients, and an additional 16 are Paul Harris Fellow +1 to +8, which means almost 1 in 2 or over 1 in 2 people are Paul Harris Fellows in this club. So pretty cool. Our goal step set for this year is $7,000. Which is a little bit more than $100 per member, but that is our overall goal every year is to get $100 per member. As of a couple days ago, we were at nearly $3,000. So we're doing really well for just being a quarter of the way into the Rotary year. We have 5 people that are part of the Bequest Society and 2 major donors. In our lifespan, since we were born in 2011, as the Young Professional Club, we have given $160,600 or $959. So we used to know that people that have money. It's pretty cool. That money all goes to the foundation to do goodwill in the world. This is just a plug. If you are not signed up for Rotary Direct, it's very, very simple. I don't know if you can see the screenshot here, but if you get to the annual fund or Polio Plus fund, that helps go towards our annual, goal. Super easy. You can just put your name, number in. You can set your amount. So if you want to do $10 a month or even $5 a month, any amount matters. It can be as little or as large. It all goes to a great cause and helps support our purpose. If you have questions on that, please see me. I do have my laptop. I'd be happy to walk through it with anybody. Last year, the foundation committee spearheaded the alpaca pancake breakfast for polio, where $3,200 was raised. Over 500 people from the community came to see those cute little alpacas and ponies and eat pancakes served by yours truly. For that, we received the Club Service Award this year at Avenues of Service. And this year, I'm going to invite Maria to talk about what we are doing in conjunction with 3 other Rotary clubs, the Downtown Rotary Club, Hilltopper Rotary Club, and Holman Rotary Club on World Polio Day, which is October 24th. So I'll just tag team this with you, Marie, and we'll share more information on why you should sign up and join us for that event.
Hi, Eva Marie from the Rotary Club Lacrosse. Super happy to be one of 4 people that are leading the pack. Thank you all for your $1,000 sponsorship. And the other 3 clubs sponsoring also gave $1,000. So the 4 clubs will be the sponsors of the club, and you all will have paddles with your logos on it. And you'll get to name one of the top courts for the tournament will be in your court, in your club's name. So that's going to be extra super special, but we really want people to come because we are, right, Mark? We are this close. And getting people to know about polio, we need to continue to share the story and get it out to the community as well as raise money for the for polio. So the money that's raised from this will go to the polio, and the money that your club raises, because when you sign up, you get to say which club you're from. Those dollars will go in your club's name. So all of this money benefits polio, and then your club's name gets to be on it. And it's gonna be really fun.
So Eva Marie, if I don't know how to play pickleball, what's my option?
You have so many options. Like always, you can always just simply donate. Thank you very much. But you can also enjoy the fun and just come and be just come and enjoy the event. It's $10. You get a free drink. Oh, it's 15. Oh, thanks. Yeah, sorry.
Inflation.
Inflation. Yeah, I wasn't in the last meeting. Sorry, guys. $15, and then you get to come. You get that's a donation as well as a free drink, and you get to enjoy the fun of it. You can sign up, and there will be people teaching you, and you can just do a court and play and learn, or you can sign up for the tournament. Can't you be beginner or intermediate?
Yes.
There's 2 levels. So you can do beginner and they'll kind of show you how to do it. I don't know how to score. I'm going to do it anyway. It's going to be so much fun. So it'll be a super fun night, a night for all of us to celebrate World Polio Day at Pickleball. So I'm hoping that you all sign up.
Thank you so much.
All right. Okay, so our original event was the Pints for Polio. We've done what, 6 years, I think? We started it right before COVID, maybe 2 years? No, yeah. And then we did one where we were at home, so you got to sample beers. So we picked beers. This past year was beers from Wisconsin and Minnesota, so battle of the borders. This next year, it's gonna be at Pearl Street Brewery, where we're gonna do the brewery tour, have some food and music, and they're gonna do it for me, so it's gonna be awesome. So this is one of our ways to get to our polio donation as a club for the year. So usually it's in end of March and April, but it's a really good event, and we just kind of celebrate everything about, eradicating polio. Oh, but I just guess I did it. All right, back to you.
All right, so Shark Tank, With the proceeds that we raised through Ugly Sweater, we, created Shark Tank, and this was created 5 years ago, to be honest, everybody. As a way to have, our club have an annual signature project, because before we were kind of like, oh, what do we do? So it was also a way that we could engage our members to have a say in what project they wanted to participate and make an impact in the community. Also, the goal was to create greater impact in our community. So Shark Tank was born, and it happens in the spring. And let's see, I just went through that. Also, it was created to leverage the power of the Rotary Foundation. So, given that thanks to Ashley and the Ugly Sweater Committee and the success of that, the club contributes $5,000 of club funds, to go towards a project, but it must qualify for a district grant so that we can double the impact. It has to have Rotarian involvement. It can range from $1,000 to $10,000, up to $14,500 if a project were to partner with other clubs in the district. It has to be in partnership with the receiving community. It has to fit into one of 7 areas of focus. And it can't pay for operational costs. It has to be completed in this is around 2024-25 Rotary year. And it again has to have Rotarian involvement. We don't want to just write a check. We want to be involved. So we're going to turn it over to some of our success projects. Our very first winning Shark Tank project was pitched by a few people, including Amy, and she's going to talk to you about Good Fight. So the first project we did was had a 15-passenger van for the Good Fight. So the Good Fight is a center for adolescents, for at-risk adolescents to go to. They do boxing classes, basically, is one of the biggest things. And then they have like art classes, music. They do a lot of different safe spot for kids to go to after school. So this passenger van was able to provide transportation to field trips, all over during the summer, but also it brings the kids to the center. So they pick the kids up at school, bring them to the center, and then they bring them all home because a lot of the kids there don't have the transportation from their families. So that's what the money went to for that. It was from COVID, so our involvement with Good Fight wasn't as good, but we got it again. The next year, was a project that I pitched, which was the Sleep in Heavenly Peace Bed Project. So it's a local organization here, but also nationwide. So we did a bed build where we built 40 beds that are club funded for kids under the age of 18 and that want a bed or need a bed in the local area. That day was also the nationwide bed build day, so we built 80 beds and then they kind of were stored and we had a really good turnout. I think there's a lot of people here that went to that event. We brought kids and it was just a really great day working together. We also won the Community Service Award in 23 for this project. So my advice would be if there's a local project that you want to pitch, to do it this coming February, because it is a really rewarding experience. And it really helps you learn how to write proposals and grants and follow up. And it's just overall a really great thing for our club. And then the next year we have Brad.
What a great project. The district awarded us the New Generations Award for this project. So we had 2 teachers in the local community in the north side of elementary school that had a dream to build a greenhouse in their school so they could teach children about plants and growing things and how to feed themselves and food, and all the things that you need to know about as you get older in life. And so they came to us and we pitched the idea at Shark Tank to build them a greenhouse. The greenhouse started to be the size they wanted to build was 10 by 16 feet. So, you know, think of it the size of 10 feet. And we ended up building a 16 by 42 foot greenhouse, which cost, it ended up costing $35,000 for the kit. And we provided with other help, the labor to build this greenhouse. But it was a great project, and I think the kids, when we got it done, completed, they were very happy to see the different county out there. And all the club members, we all together probably took 200 hours to build that. We helped with the construction of that project, a great project for the community in the school. So it was a fun project.
All right, and that brings us to our current project. It was a pitch from myself and Jenny and Angie. We found projects that aren't really known in the area, so Gear Up is kind of new. It provides supplies for success for high school students entering their first year of college. So we got to go shopping and spend a lot of money. And it was donated by our club. So we spent $10,000 and we're funding 10 students their, you know, comforters and trash cans and detergent and anything you need, pots, pans. With this project, we're gonna do some care packages that we're gonna put together for them. They're also gonna come to our club meetings and give us an update on how school is. The ones that we went with, all three of us bonded with our students, and they all have remarkable stories of how they overcame challenges and how they're going to college. The one that I went with, she's gonna be a nurse. She already has a job. She has an internship. She's just like super excited. And this, you know, $1,200 really helped her to get where she is. So we're gonna hear that throughout the year. So I encourage everyone to, you know, be part of this project. And again, come up with projects for February because we'll be looking for them. Now I'll turn over to youth committee. Sammy.
Hi, so, I don't know if everyone knows me, I'm Sammy, I'm one of the YUCs here. I have a very large affinity for exchange, because I was an exchange student when I was 16, so it's fun fact on me. If you don't know, Nevin is our 7th exchange student that we have had, he's from Switzerland. If you haven't met him, he's fantastic, I would highly recommend going and having a conversation. He is in football, if you wanted to get to know him, reach out to him, or reach out to Danny, you can go to any of his football games, watch him play. Rotary Exchange is highly important to me and to many people. There's 9,000 kids around the world that are starting this journey currently. So Nevin is one of 9,000 that are joining the ranks of Youth Exchange just this year alone. But I also want to talk about RILA. RILA is also an option that a lot of our exchange students have. We will be sending Nevin this year to RILA. It happens in May. And I think it's the first weekend in May. Second week in May. And they go up to the Dells, they spend their time doing physical activity, bonding, they do all kinds of stuff. If you want to get involved in RILA, you are more than welcome to. You are welcome to become a counselor at RILA or just join. You don't have to be a counselor even for a day. You can go for 2 days, however it works out for you, you're more than welcome to. We also like to sponsor other students from local high schools to go to RILA, not just our exchange students. So we'd like to hopefully get that up and running again and hopefully send some more students out to RILA this year. I don't know anything about it together.
What is RILA?
RILA is the Rotary Youth Leadership Award. And they typically send students from sophomore to junior year when they send kids up there.
You'd be great at it, Jason. Being a counselor. Yeah.
Wanna go?
Good, thanks.
You're welcome. I don't know much about it, but sorry. That's all. All right, I am the chair for Ugly Sweater 5K, which is our largest fundraiser of the year. It takes place the first Saturday of December. And it is a run from Myrick Park down to Riverside Park with the running trails. We light, I should say we, whatever members, light up the trails with Christmas lights. Brad has done that, Neil and Brandon have also been a huge part of that, Marisa. And then we have a bunch of inflatables along the route as well. It's family friendly. We do good timing, but a lot of people walk it. It's a lot of families. And then at the end, there's music and an award show. So it's one of our big fundraisers. Last year, I think we netted about $20,000, which was our biggest year. We had just over 500 participants, but the funds raised from this event help support all the projects you just saw. Before we had Shark Tank, we helped build 3 classrooms in Africa. We've done water projects down in Mexico for a couple of years. We did some women's health training in Nicaragua. through local partners. But it's allowed us to do a lot of the projects that we do throughout the year. So it's really important. It's all hands on deck. I think we have over 100 volunteer spots. So it's a great way to get involved.
Is there a committee meeting?
Oh, yes, thank you. There's a committee meeting after this meeting.
And then finally, we just had our mini masters, so I'll talk about that briefly. This is our fundraiser to help sponsor our youth exchange student that comes every year. Nevin, like you have heard, will be very active in our club. We hope that you all can meet him, do your background checks. You can go with another person. I'm sure he has a list of things he wants to do here. So we encourage you to support mini masters next year. So with that, the magic of our club is all around you, and we are hopefully that you learned a lot about what we do. So just thank you to all the committee members, and I'm gonna leave you with a quote like I do every meeting. So I thought we could all read this together, because this is our vision, so we should know this. So if everyone can read it together.
Together, see a world, people unite, take action to create lasting change across the globe in our communities and our systems.
And then finally, if you could all stand, we will do the 5-way test that we do of the things we think, say, or do.
Prepare, concern, will build goodwill and better friendships, will be beneficial to all concerned, and it will file.
So before I leave you, were we gonna do flags tonight, or do you wanna do them tomorrow? Some of them are in luggage.
We can do it tonight. It's here.
You have some?
Yeah.
Okay. We can do that quickly, and then also if anyone wants to come, we're having a social with the friendship exchange at the bodega after this. And we also wanna take a photo, so there's 3 major things. All right, so
What do you want to
grab a drink. Let's start with the flag. A little bit about flags. So when you go on exchange, or any club, if you go to a different country, let us know. And if you attend a Rotary Club meeting there, you will get to exchange a flag. So I didn't have flags when I went, so we're doing them now. Here we are.
Go vote on that.
All right. Who wants to go first? Okay. 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 You wanna say where you're from? Oh, okay.
I'm Roden, and I'm the president of the Rotary Club of Bacolod.
All right.
Okay, ready?
Picture.
Got it.
Group picture.
All right.
Group picture
They
too?
have the members with the.
Oh, more. Okay.
More. Oh, yeah. Okay.
All of us. Okay. All right. Mark, you're doing this at yours too.
Okay, ready? Oh, you look at Mark first.
All right.
Okay, now look here. 1, 2, 3. Got it.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Next up.
Hi, I'm Jerville, and I'm from the Rotary Club of Zamboanga City, that's down south of the Philippines. And yeah, it's being represented by colorful sails of our little Binta. I'm very happy to be here, and thank you for having us.
And here's our flag, technically the eagle, which is very prominent in the cross. So thanks.
Thank you.
Got it.
Thank you, sir.
I'm Carlo again. I'm from the Rotary Club of Metro Bacolod. Our banner represents our festival in our city, the Masquerade. It's like a Mardi Gras.
Got it.
Oh, down
I'm Sandy from the Rotary Club of Pagadian, also in the southern part of the Philippines. As you can see, this is our famous transportation there.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We rode around in those.
Oh,
All right, ready?
Got it.
Okay. Hi again, I'm Pip. I'm from the Rotary Club of Rojas. It's the seafood capital of the Philippines. You missed that when you went.
Oh, we had lots of seafood, fresh, fresh. And again, from La Crosse, so welcome to our city.
Yeah, thank you.
Got it.
Anyone else? No one else has a point for me? Cool. All right, so thank you all for coming. We are gonna be posting some of the things that we're doing this week. Tomorrow, the La Crosse tour day. We're doing, our Thanksgiving at Mark's house, and then we have some good things planned. If you're gonna be at Oktoberfest, please say hi. You'll know where we are with our shirts. So, thank you again, and welcome to La Crosse, and we'll see you at the bodega if you are able to join us. Thank you.
Put those out.